Coverage of Hiller Varsity Girls Softball coming to you from the turf fields at Hopkinton High School. I'm your host for today, John Ritz, bringing you all the action and running the camera. If you want to, if you're expecting to hear the dulcet tones of Tom Nappy, he's over on our other stream covering the baseball game, also doing camera and commentary. I am not even going to attempt to get to his level of coverage for the commentary. I'll gotta focus on the camera work, but I'll do what I can. I've got rosters. I'll try to give you some names. Right now, captains are meeting at home plate, going over the ground rules. Game should be starting soon. It's decent temperature out here. Let's check with the HCAM weather office. Says it's 70 degrees. I'm watching big bank of clouds coming in. We had a nice sunny day most of the day. Now the clouds are in, but it's still mild temperatures. A little breeze going. It's a good evening for baseball. Baseball started a little early. They're still in the top of the first. Also playing Bellingham. One bus, two teams. Who knows? While we're waiting, let me go through some. No, I was going to give you the lineups, but I honestly have, until they take the field, I have no idea who's going to be out there. I'll be lucky if I can read the numbers and follow along as we go. Give you some names. I will be butchering the names. I'm going to let you know that in advance. Taking a long time at home plate for the captains. Longer than usual, it seems. Because we do have a baseball game going on, we have the outfield fence set up. Let me pull that up for you. So there is a possibility of a home run for the softball team. For the baseball team, that would be a very long home run. So they sort of have more like an infinite outfield for them. But back to softball, the captain's meeting at home plate has broken up. Teams are talking to each other a bit and getting ready to take the field. And the Hillers take the field. Out on the mound today is Eddie Walls for Hopkinton. Until they take their positions and show me the numbers on their backs, I can't tell you. The today's starting positions. All right, throw around is done. Up at bat, it appears to be number one, Ava Davin. Nope, that's Kaylee Simpson for Bellingham. And we're ready to go. There's a pop-up. Out of play. Tell you, third base for Hopkinton is Ashley Callery. Shortstop is Holly Paharik. Swing and a miss. Oh and 2. Low. Outfield, I see number 2, Zoe Levine, playing left field. Swing and a miss, and has the first out of the game. Looks like Tenley Wynn on first base. Still working on numbers for second base. There's a hit right to second, over to first. Easy out. 2 away. Ball 1. I'm going to rely on the scoreboard for balls and strikes. That one's pretty definitely a ball. 2-0. My apologies, I've failed to announce some of the batters. So at the plate right now is Jacoby Houston for Bellingham, number 12. I completely missed the second batter. Three and 1. Low. Takes her base. Coming up to bat for Bellingham, number 13, Ashley Kamen, or Kamen. Two outs, runner on first. Swing and a miss. 0-1. hit. And foul to the right. There's a strike to end the inning. So after 1/2 inning, score remains 0-0. Bellingham coming up in just a moment. Hopkinton coming up, jeez. Welcome back. On the mound for Bellingham, number 12, Jacoby Houston. Taking her warm-up pitches. Ball's in. And up at bat for Hopkinton, number 5, Addie Walls. Low, ball 1. High and low I can call. Inside, outside. Here's a hit. And caught by the right fielder. The first out. At the plate for Hopkinton, number 2, Zoe Levine. Strike. 0-1. Low. 1-1. That was a ball. 2-1. Hit right to the third baseman for the catch and the second out. Beautiful catch by number 13, Ashley Kamen for Bellingham. At the plate, number 8 for Hopkinton, Charlotte Holden. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. There's a hit to right. And caught for the third out. So after one full inning, the score remains 0-0. We'll be right back. All right, we're ready to start the top of the second inning. Up at bat for Bellingham, Lily Prowler. Low. Here's a strike. 1-1. Fouled back into the backstop. 1-2. Swing and a strike, and she's down and out. First out of the inning. Coming up to the plate, number 20, Morgan Goyer. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Swing and another miss and a high, swung at a high pitch. 0-2. Low. 1-2. High, 2-2. There's a swing and a miss. Second out. Eddie Walls, as always, looking good so far. 2 outs. Number 4 at the plate, Ainsley McNeil. There's a strike. Foul back to the backstop. 0-2. strike her out. And that ends the top of the second inning. Score still 0-0. You're watching Hiller Varsity Softball on HCAM. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back. All right, we're ready to start the bottom of the second inning. Jacoby Houston out still on the mound for Bellingham. At the plate for Hopkinton, number 15, Holly Paharik. High, ball one. There's a strike, 1-1. High, 1-2. 2-1, I'm sorry. There's a hit out to right field and caught. For the first out. At the plate now, number, I believe it's 16 for Hopkinton. And there's a hit. Just foul. Let me zoom in and make sure if it's 16 or 18. It is 16, which is Caroline Osman. I'm quite a distance from the plate, so there's a dribbler over, toss to first for the out. That's 2 outs. Coming up to the plate for Hopkinton, number 11, Ashley Callery. High, ball one. Swing and a miss. Emphatic swing. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. High. 2-2. There's a strike to end the inning. And so we go to the third inning. Still netted up at 0-0. You're watching Hiller Varsity Softball on HCAM. We'll be right back. So we're back. As I mentioned before, both Tom and I are covering these games on our own, um, running camera and commentating at the same time. Um, we would love to have additional people helping us, either commentary or running a camera. If you would like to be part of the action, send an email to jim@hcam.tv. That's Jim Cousins. HCAM's the illustrious station director. He would be happy to hook you up with classes to learn how to do all of this. At the plate for Bellingham right now is number 19, Cassidy Ledger. Who now has 2 strikes on her. And that is 3 strikes, and she sits down. Both pitchers are pitching beautifully today. At the plate now for Bellingham, number 3, Haley Higgins. There's a long fly to right field and caught. Cami Trindle making a nice catch out there. Coming to the plate for Bellingham, number 1, Kaylee Simpson. That's high. 1-0. 2 outs. Low. Ball 1. 1-1. Oh, I'm sorry. That was ball 2. 2-0. And he gets a strike in there. 3-1. Three and 2. Full count. Addie battles back. See if she can end it with this one. High. Batter takes her base. Still 2 outs. At the plate, number 17, Megan Scarin. There's the strike. Megan plays center field. Low, 1-1. Foul back to the backstop. 1-2. Runner on first, 2 outs. Swing and a strike to end the top of the third. So we go to the bottom of the third. Still knotted up at 0-0. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back for the bottom of the third inning. At the plate for Hopkinton, number 14, Zoe Adams. There's a strike. There's a hit. Out to left field. And caught. For the first out. Bottom of the third. At the plate for Hopkinton, somebody who hasn't turned their back to me, so I can't see their number. My apologies to them and their parents and all their relatives watching. There's a pop-up and caught. So that's 2 outs. Number 4 coming to the plate. Kelly Arthur. There's a strike. Oh and 1. 1 and 1. Low, 2 and 1. Both pitchers doing a masterful job today. Pitching scoreless innings. There's a strike. I don't believe anybody's gotten on base off a hit yet today. Had a couple of walks. Foul into the Bellingham dugout. Umpire goes to retrieve the ball and just make sure everybody's okay over there. Count is 2 and 2. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fouled into the backstop. Low. I'd say in the dirt, but there's no dirt here. It's all turf, so. Full count. And low, she takes her ball, her base. At the plate, number 5 for Hopkinton, Eddie Walls. Our pitcher, and looking to improve her own situation here. Low. There's a strike. 1-1. Low. Runner takes going for second and takes second. And ball into the outfield. Takes third. Nice running by Callie Arthur to manufacture a little bit of offense. See if Addie can drive her in. Put a number up on the board. Low. Count is 3-1. There's a hit. And it drops in for our first run, an RBI single for Addie Walls. So she does, in fact, help her own cause. We'll have a pinch runner for Addie. Let me update the scores while I'm here. So our pinch runner is number 1, Ava Davenport. And at the plate is number 2, Zoe Levine. So Hopkinton scores first. Finally breaks the 0-0. Pickoff attempt at first. But she gets back in time. There's a hit right back to the pitcher. Throw to first for the out and ends the inning. But Hopkinton scores a run. And we go to the 4th inning. Hopkinton leading Bellingham 1-0. You're watching HCAM. All right, we're back for the top of the 4th inning. At the plate for Bellingham is number 12, Jacoby Houston, the pitcher. Ball is low. Ball one. There's a strike from Eddie. There's a pop-up. Oh, foul territory. Could not get, catcher could not pull it in. So, 1 and 2, no outs. There's a swing for the out. Coming up to the plate for Bellingham, number 13. Ashley Kamen. Ball low. Two and 0. It was a ball. Fouled into the backstop. 2 and 1. Baseball is also in the fourth. Top of their fourth. Hillers are leading 2-0 over there. Ball low. 3 and 1. There's a strike. Full count. Well outside. Base on balls. Up at bat for Bellingham, number 7, Lily Prowler. There's a hit. Fouled to the right. As I always explain, it's tough to tell where the balls go off the bat when I'm watching on a screen, because everything's in 2 dimensions. That ball was fouled back. That one I know where it goes. Yeah, for me, all I see is the ball coming off the bat and going up and out of the frame. I don't know if it's going left, right, or middle. So I usually have to look around the camera and figure out where it's going. There's a swing and a strike. And that's the second out of the inning. At the plate for Bellingham, number 20, Trista Corsia. High. Still have a runner on first. There's a pop-up and caught for the out. So at the end of the top of the fourth, score remains Hopkinton 1, Bellingham nothing. We'll be back for the bottom of the fourth in just a moment. And we're back for the bottom of the fourth inning at the plate for Hopkinton. Number 8, Charlotte Holden. Over on the baseball side, Bellingham has come back and gone ahead. They are now leading 3-2 in their fourth inning. There's a strike. 1-1. High. 2-1. High again. 3-1. There's a strike. 3-2. Full count. Quite high. And she takes her base on balls. Coming to the plate for Hopkinton, number 15, Holly Paharik. Heck of a basketball player. Heck of a softball player as well. There's a hit. Out to center field. Easy catch. Holds the runner at first. Runner first does not advance. They threw it in, but she stayed on her base. Not anymore. High ball into the backstop, and they tried to pick her off again. At the plate, let me take advantage of my zoom, is number 16 for Hopkinton, Charlotte Osman. A mighty swing, but a miss. So we have a runner on second now. Hopkinton again trying to manufacture some runs. There's a hit out to right field and a catch for the out. So that's 2 outs Runner stays on second. At the plate, Ashley Callery for Hopkinton. There's a hit and a base hit into the outfield, and a run scores. So an RBI single for Ashley. And Hopkinton now leads, he says, 2-0. Catcher considered throwing to first for the pickoff, but no. Ball in the dirt, runner takes second. There's a hit up the middle. Another run scores. RBI double. She gets in safely. Hopkinton now leads 3-0. Little visit out at the mound. All this with 2 outs. And up at the plate is our unknown lefty. Oh, it's number 7. I'm sorry. Let's give her some recognition. Kemi Trendle. We have a runner on second. 2 outs. Kemi makes a mighty swing, but misses. 0-2. Goes for the running bunt, but no. Ball, 1-2. Low again, 2-2. Full count, 3-2. Makes contact, but it goes foul. Count remains 3-2. And the bunt works. Everybody's safe. Runners on first and third. At the plate for Hopkinton, Callie Arthur. All of this with 2 outs. Fouled into the backstop. 0-1. Pick off a third. No. Count is 1-1. There's a hit into the outfield. Caught by the center fielder for the final out of the inning. But we go to the top of the fifth now with Hopkinton leading 3-0. You're watching HCAM. And we're back for the top of the fifth inning. Once again, I'm your host, John Ritz, running camera and trying to say something relevant into the microphone. If you want to hear Tom Nappy's commentary and coverage, he's covering the baseball game just a few feet away from me. You can watch that stream on the other stream on HCAM's YouTube channel. All right, let's see who's at the plate for Bellingham. Number 4, Ainsley McNeil. And a ball to start. The baseball game, by the way, is also against Bellingham, and the Hillers are trailing 2-3 there. Call here is 2-0. There's a little dribbler, foul. Both games are moving right along. We're both in the fifth inning. Low. 3-1. There's a hit to the second baseman, over to first for the out. At the plate for Bellingham, number 19, Cassidy Ledger, or Legger. Let's go with Ledger. 1-0. Two and 0. Both pitchers working very efficiently. There's a strike. 2-1. Moving the games right along. Baseball actually started a good bit earlier than softball. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2. No, I'm sorry. That was a strike out. At the plate for Bellingham, number 3, Haley Higgins. So there's now 2 outs. Oh and 1. I'm relying on the scoreboard here in right field to keep me apprised of the count. There's a strike. 0-2. High ball. 1-2. There's a hit. Right to the shortstop, over to first for the out. And the Hillers get out of that half inning unscathed. So we're going to the bottom of the fifth inning with Hopkinton leading Bellingham 3-0. You're watching HCAM. And we're back for the bottom of the fifth inning with the Hillers leading Bellingham 3-0. Both pitchers have been out the entire time, continue to throw very well. For Bellingham, it's Jacoby Houston. On the mound one more time. Pitching to number 5 for Hopkinton, Eddie Walls. Hopkinton's pitcher. And there's a hit. And it's a home run. That's a way to That's one way to help your cause. Solo homer for Eddie Walls. Hillers now lead 4-0. At the plate for Hopkinton, Zoe Levine. Ball low. 1-0. Another low. 2-0. Fouled back. 2-1. Skies seem to be brightening up a bit, so that's good. Won't need the umbrella I've had sitting here by my feet just in case. And the wind's died down, which is nice too. Two and one. Little high, so it's now 3-1. Low. And she takes a walk. Why do they call it a walk? Because they always jog up to take their base. At the plate for Hopkinton, number 8, Charlotte Holden. Oh, adjustment of the plate. On turf fields, you don't dust off the plate, you reset it so it doesn't, because they tend to move around some. There's a hit. And caught in center field. Runner does not advance. That's one away. Coming up to the plate, number 15 for Hopkinton, Holly Pahark. Pickoff attempt at first, but she's back safely. 1-0. High. 2-0. Fouled into the backstop. 2-1. There's a hit. High, foul, and caught by the catcher for the first out. At the plate, number 16. Gotta make sure ponytails are cameraman's bane. Carolyn Osmond. There's a strike. 1-1. 2 outs. Runner on first. There's a ball. 2-1. There's a hit into the outfield. Center field catches it. For the final out. And we go to the 6th inning with Hopkinton leading 4-0. We'll be right back for the top of the 6th in just a moment. We're back for the top of the 6th inning, even though the scoreboard still says 5th inning. I'm reasonably sure we're in the 6th because we were just in the 5th. Addie Wall still out on the mound. Up, and now the scoreboard has updated to 6. Pitching a beautiful game and hitting a home run to boot. So not a bad day on the turf for Addie. Foul into the backstop. 1-1. At the plate for Bellingham is number 1, Kaylee Simpson. Low. 1-1. There's a strike. 1-2. There's a hit and foul. Just went foul. Over on the baseball side, Hopkinton has just tied up the game in the bottom of their 5th inning. Three to three over there. That's a ball. 3-2, full count here. High. And she takes her walk. So, runner on first, no outs. Number 17 coming up, Megan Scarron for Bellingham. Throw to second. She gets in safe. So Bellingham being aggressive on the pass as well. Count is 1-0. On the baseball side, they've just gone ahead 4-3. There's a strike, 1-1. Here's a dribbler up in the infield, picked up, tossed to first for the out. Runner stops at third. Number 12 coming up for Bellingham. That's the pitcher, Jacoby Houston. No doubt she would like to do what her counterpart did and hit a home run, or at least drive in a run. There's a dribbler up. Toss to first for the out. But a run scores for Bellingham. So up at the plate, Ashley Kamen for Bellingham. One and 0 is the count. So in fact, both pitchers have helped their causes, scoring runs, either a home run or an RBI. Count is 2-0. And there's a swing. 2-1. 2 outs. Nobody on. Fouled into the backstop. 2-2. There's a hit. Another ball up the infield. Oh, throw wide. Goes Try to get her at second, but no. Safe at second. So a double. Whether it gets scored a double. Number 7 at the plate, Lily Proler for Bellingham. But the runner is on second. And there's a high pop to right to Zoe Levine in right field for the final out, limiting the damage, but Bellingham does plate a run, and they now trail Hopkinton 4-1. We'll be back for the bottom of the 6th inning in just a moment. And we're back for the bottom of the 6th inning. Hopkinton leading Bellingham 4-1. At the plate for Hopkinton, Ashley Callery. Jacoby Houston still out there for Bellingham, still pitching well. She drove in a run at her last at-bat to help her cause. There's a hit into the outfield. It's caught by the center fielder for the first out. Both outfields have done an excellent job of fielding today. At the plate for Hopkinton, number 14, Zoe Adams. Ball 1, 1-0. Ball 2. There's a pop-up. And it drops in. Long single for Zoe. But she winds up on first base. At the plate for Hopkinton, number 6, Ella Tedstone. We have a pinch runner at first. Number 13, Bridget Rollicke. There's a hit into the outfield. Solid hit. Takes 2, and another run scores. RBI double for Hopkinton. At the plate for Hopkinton, number 4, Callie Arthur. High. On the baseball side, the Hillers are now leading 6-3. They've had a great inning. Plated 4 runs. We're not doing too badly here on the softball side, leading 5-1. The count is now 2-1. To Callie. Fouled into the backstop, 2-2. Ella Tedstone still over on second base after her RBI double. High. 3-2, full count. And the sun has come out. Blue skies. It's a good night. There's a hit. Foul. There's a hit. Out to right field, up, foul. There's a hit. Right to center field, caught. Runner takes third. Number 5 at the plate, Eddie Walls. Pitcher on pitcher. Last time Addie was up, she hit a home run. She gets a nice hit this time, and it drops in. And that scores another run. No, I take it back. That was caught. Everybody's running off. So that's the end of the 6th inning. Glad I didn't update the score. With the Hillers leading 5-1, we now go to the top of the 7th on HCAM. And we're back for the top of the 7th inning. That final out was caught right behind the foul pole here. So I couldn't really see that it was caught and not on the ground. But it was indeed caught for the out. And we are underway. At the plate, Eddie Wall still at the pitching for Hopkinton. Foul. At the plate for Bellingham, Morgan Goyer. High. 1-1. Eddie Wall's still out there pitching, looking to finish the game. There's a strike for her first out. Ainsley McNeil steps up to the plate for Bellingham. Swings a little chopper right back to the mound, over to first for the second out. Bellingham is down to their final out. That's number 19, Cassidy Ledger. Their final hope for the afternoon. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Bellingham down 5-1. Ball dribbles up over to first for the out, and that's the game. Hopkinton wins over Bellingham 5-1. So as the teams walk and shake hands, we'll say thank you for watching HCAM. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. This is John Ritz saying, as always, thank you for watching HCAM.